All right, I have a video here for tight traps and foot flexibility. So you'll need 2 yoga blocks handy, and we're gonna start in a kneeling toe stretch. So bring your knees hip distance apart and tuck your toes underneath your feet, which are also hip distance apart. And stretch your toes out on the mat here. And then slowly, gently begin to lower your bum down towards your heels. You'll begin to feel a really nice stretch where your toes meet your feet. Remember, we're looking for light tension, never any pain, so don't push it too hard. To increase the intensity, you lean back more. To decrease intensity, you bring your weight forward. You can also have your yoga blocks for a little bit of added support if you need to bring the ground up closer to you. Just place your palms down on them. And once you've found a stretch that works for you, we'll begin to connect to the breath. Breathing in through the nose into the belly so that it rises up and out, and then draw the air up into the rib cage, and then all the way up to the top of the lungs, and then release, allowing the chest to fall, rib cage to slide back together, pulling the navel in towards the spine to empty all the way out. And continue. So we're creating a deep circular breath here. On the exhale, notice your shoulders relaxing back and down. Feel the crown of your head drawing up to create a long line all the way down your spine. Good. Untuck the toes. Lean forward. And now we're going to take our yoga blocks and put them underneath of our knees here. And then shift your weight back to feel a stretch down the front of the ankles. You can post your hands down behind you if you want to really lean back into it. Once again, shoulders back and down. Keep the sternum lifting up. And connect to that breath. Keep your fingertips spread really wide for support here. Farther back you point your fingertips, the more expansiveness you're going to find through the chest there. Good, one more deep breath here. Belly, rib cage, chest, and release. Good. Okay, remove the blocks from underneath of your kneecaps, and we're going to get into a seated position here, so cross your legs. And then wiggle back and forth until you feel a connection between your sits bones and the earth. And take a minute just to get really tall in your seat here. Crown of the head draws up so that your head is over your heart and your heart is over your hips. And on the next inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Feel that tension, and as you exhale, feel the tension melt away as you roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale, release and roll. 3 more deep breaths. Go at your own pace. Noticing on every exhale, your shoulders are becoming more and more relaxed. Bring your arms out to the side, palms facing forward, and we're going to find eagle arms. So right arm is going to sweep underneath of left arm here. Forearms twist like ropes, and then press the palms. It's okay if you can't get all the way here. Just work to whatever degree of stretch you can find. And then lift your elbows up off of your chest and plug your arm bones back into their sockets. So we're maintaining that long line through the spine. pull the pit of the belly in and up so that the core engages. Keep the shoulder blades rolling back. See if you can form that connection between a tight core and relaxed shoulders here. Big stretch out, and we're going to go other side. So left arm sweeps underneath right arm, forearms twist like ropes, palms press. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders, and know that tension is just stuck energy. We can move it with our breath and with our thoughts. So think about breathing into it, and on the exhale, all that tension just melting away. Good, and we'll release. So now we'll try to find reverse Namaskar, or wherever you can get that's closest to it. So bring your middle fingers together and then push your hands so that the palms meet. Fingertips are pointing up, shoulders are back and down. Remember to keep the crown of your head lifting up so that you're long through the spine. And once again, pull the pit of the belly in and up so we're engaging the core while our shoulders are relaxed and released. Tabletop position here. So we've got our wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Take a deep breath in as you reach your right hand up, look up, and as you exhale, tuck your hand underneath your left arm with the palm facing up and drop that shoulder. Left arm reaches forward. And just breathe into the traps here, into the shoulders. One more big breath in, and on the exhale, pull your hands back underneath the shoulders in your starting position. Big breath in, left arm reaches up, look up, exhale, tuck the hand, palm up, right arm reaches forward. Fill your lungs and empty out. Pull your hands underneath your shoulders. So now we're going to cross our ankles and shift our weight back because we're going to come to a laying down position. Legs come forward and then just slowly relax back. And when your shoulders meet the mat, roll them back. Bring your heels in towards your bum so you can touch them with your fingertips. And we'll set the core by pressing the lower back against the mat. And from here, maintaining that core position, press up through the heels. Core stays tight, core stays tight. Bind the hands underneath the body and shift back and forth, pulling your shoulders back. The chin will tuck in towards the chest. heels up into the air. And really think about creating space between the toes. Stretch them out. And then point them, flex them, point, and flex. Keep your lower back pressing into the mat. Start doing some circles here. Working out all those creaks and those cracks, and then switch directions. You can use your hands to support the back of your legs if you like. And we're going to come up to a standing position to finish off our stretches here. And we'll need a yoga block for this. So place one heel in front of the yoga block. And then you're going to place your foot behind it so that the toes point up and you're really stretching into the toes there. So it's almost like I'm walking on like a train track here, sorry, on a beam, because I've got my heel to my toe and a yoga block in between. That makes sense. So it should be a nice stretch through the toes here. Good, and then shift forward and just release by pressing the opposite direction. Just very gently. You don't want to be rolling onto them or putting too much pressure. It's just a gentle release. Good, and then switch sides. Near a wall if you require a little bit of additional balancing support. Good, and then gentle release, tuck the toes underneath and just gently, gently play with your range of motion there. Good, okay, so we'll take one more big breath in. I know you can't see my head here. Lift your arms up, exhale down into a forward fold, so knees are soft. And just wiggle back and forth here, release through the neck, let the head get heavy. And then one more big sweep up. You did it! All right, good job. I hope that was helpful for you.